Nick Hart from Backstreet Boys.
Shout out to Boy Band Break.
It's Chris Kirkpatrick here. Shout out to your podcast, Boy Band Break.
Everybody, this is Howie D, and I'm listening to Boy Band Break.
Hi, Ashley Parker Angel here. Huge shout out to the Boy Band Break podcast.
This is Brad from LFO, and you are listening to Boy Band Break.
Hey, what's up? This is Jacob.
What's up? It's Dan.
What's up? It's Trevor.
And it's Eric Michael, and it's time for Boy Band Break, baby. Let's go!
Bam, 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 bam.
Welcome back to Boy Band Break. We encourage you to take a break from your day and join us in some boy band conversation. As always, I'm Cinzia.
I'm Sofia.
And as you heard last week, Lydia, aka Mama Lou, is away at Anime North. So that is what she's doing. And
yay, have fun, Lydia.
For a fun improv weekend. So there you go. All right. Before we get to today's episode, I just wanted to say, if I can show this, I don't think I can. There's no point in it. The play Anne Juliet, which I believe we actually did an episode about it.
Yes.
Years ago.
You were talking about it, yes.
Because they had done a limited run in Toronto, but now they're on Broadway full time. So for some reason, they asked AJ to be, I guess, the host of the evening or something. So
I'm guessing because there's BSB songs, that's why they asked him?
Yes, and other boy banders have done this. Like, I think Lance did the UK version and stuff like that. So it's not like a full run. He did a single day, which was on the day we're recording this yesterday. So on May 17th. It was announced with less than a week's notice. So and it was like a Thursday or Friday or...
It was a Thursday.
It was a Thursday that he was there. So we're just like, oh, cool. Like if it was a Friday, maybe we could have like taken off.
Yeah.
But I'm like, a Thursday, I got to work.
People got to work, man. People got to work.
Damn these jobs, keeping us employed, keeping us away from banders.
Get money, to survive.
To purchase these events, you need money. So yes, we do not have any sugar daddies or anything, or some long lost relative who's a gazillionaire who's left us money. So some days we got to skip out on things. But anyways, right. He was on Broadway with them for the day, and it was good. And it's just like a really funny show. So if you have not seen Anne Juliet, it's basically the story of Romeo and Juliet if Juliet does not die. So then she just kind of like continues.
Why alert if you've not?
I think it's shown at the very beginning.
I'm just kidding.
So it's not too much of a spoiler, but
I'm just kidding.
I think it's actually in the description here.
I think so too. I'm just joking.
Anyways, but it is created by Max Martin. And if you listen to last week's episode, we were talking about the Millennium album, which I would say 90% of that album was done by Max Martin. So
yep.
So he has a lot of it's pop songs. So obviously it takes place back in like the olden days. But then it also has like all modern music that they've used. So there's like Britney and there's Backstreet and NSYNC and all that sort of stuff. So it's like, it's a fun musical journey. So it was really cool. So it's
when you talked about it, it sounded like it was a good time. So.
It's very funny. And then they have like a lot of stupid jokes and stuff that they've kind of like
incorporated.
The one band is like the Du Bois or something. So then they were the boy band gets back together at one point. They're just
is it called like really the boy band? Oh my god, I think it's called the boy band.
Du Bois, I think. Du Bois.
Oh, okay.
Band.
I thought it was like the boy band.
Du Bois band back together, and then
So there was like an interview or something on Instagram saying like, oh. They're pretending like the boy band was like the biggest like selling group of all time.
Yes, it's just really funny, and it's just
so funny.
So I guess and then in the end they kind of sing like I Want It That Way or Everybody, and then AJ joined them on stage for that, so that was kind of fun. So it's just a fun musical. So if you can make it to Broadway, apparently it is on until at least January. But if you are not, they have a North American tour. I use this term loosely because it's basically just America and not Canada at this point in time. But the North American tour starts in September, and that goes all the way until, it goes until the next September. So it's quite a long journey. The closest that we're going to get to Canada at this point, I don't know if they're going to add any more dates, but they will be in Buffalo, New York, in Shays, Buffalo, November 19th to 24th. So that's this year. So that's where they'll be. So anyways, it's a really fun play. It's cute. It's a little bit of Shakespeare. It's a little bit of pop music. It's women empowerment, all that jazz. Romeo's
all that combination.
It's a fun play. So that's Anne Juliet. So I think that's really awesome that AG was able to do that.
All right, that's fun.
Switching gears for boy bands. So by the time this is airing, it actually was released last week. But on May 17th, a brand new boy band album has emerged. It is from the New Kids on the Block, and the album is called Still Kids. So what am I going to present first? Let's go with this one.
So I just want to put like a little what's it called? A feeler. I don't know. What is it called to say if people don't like something, don't take it to heart. Take it with a grain of salt.
Okay, sure. Fair enough.
Yeah, you will see, guys. You will see.
Yes. Anyway, so yes. You always have to take this podcast with a grain of salt. Everyone has different opinions and things, and some things we like and some things we don't. But
exactly.
Anyways, this album is by New Kids on the Block. It is called Still Kids. If you go to the New Kids on the Block website, which is nkotb.com, but you can also go to nkotb.store and you can order it. So they have obviously your regular CD, which is a deluxe CD, and it looks like it has a little booklet with it. There's the Still Kids web exclusive picture vinyl. What's cool about this one is I saw somebody posted it, and so it's like the picture is on it of all the guys, and like Donnie's blowing a bubble, and everybody's like headshots and stuff. Somebody's daughter made them a clock out of it, so they got so it looked really cool. So she's going to hang it up in her office. So there's that. They also have just the regular vinyl, which is just black. There's an autograph a CD. They have coffee mugs, which are very cute. So you can have New Kids in the morning with your coffee. They got your t-shirt, got a hoodie, a sweatshirt.
Yes, we would love New Kids in the morning.
They had an autograph picture disc that sold out. And then they have this really cool box, which we cannot afford, but if we could, it's very lovely. It's $182.50 US, and it is the Still Kids limited edition numbered 3D box set.
Which would probably be over $200 if you can do conversion.
And then with the whole shipping and all
that.
The
shipping, yeah.
However, I do have to
cool, but I don't know.
It does look pretty cool, and if you have money to get it, enjoy your life. Go for it.
Yeah.
So right now it's pre-order, and it will ship around June 7th-ish. So in this cool box, you get the limited edition CD box set based on the Still Kids theme. It includes access to Track Talk, a deluxe CD box, exclusive live stream with the New Kids on the Block on July 13th at 1 p.m. I'm assuming that's a weekend.
Yes.
Let me check. I'm assuming it's a Saturday because it is a Saturday. So at 4 p.m. Eastern, they're going to do an exclusive live stream with anyone who's bought this box. It's limited edition numbered 3D deluxe box. There is a 7-inch display quality collectible. You get the New Kids on the Block Magic Cube, a 64-page book, including a feature-length interview, extra photos, and track-by-track commentary. Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You get this would be my favorite part of it. You get the New Kids on the Block board game. You also get just like a regular CD. You get 5 New Kids on the Block photo cards and 2 out of 20 possible Polaroid photos.
Ooh,
so that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And then not only that, you also get entered into the Still Kids sweepstakes, and your box will contain a unique code allowing you to enter for a chance to win 2 complimentary tickets and meet and greet passes for the Magic Summer Tour show of your choice. So 2 winners will be chosen for that. A one-on-one Zoom call with 1 band member. So that is 5 winners. So I guess you get to, like, each of the boys will do 1 Zoom call.
That's fun.
And then an autographed vinyl, and there's 25 winners of that. Unfortunately, the sweepstakes is only open to United States customers. The contest ends August 15th, and the winners will be notified as soon as they enter their winning code.
That's disappointing.
But still fun. So here's all the stuff.
Still fun. So it makes sense, I guess. Now it makes sense that it costs that much because you have a lot of things that they do.
Because you have a lot of chance of things. So so here it is. Looks pretty cool. So there's the big box. There's like a Rubik's Cube with the boys on it. There's one of those, I forget what they're called. I think they but
I forget what, Dream, yes,
I get it. Like paper things you make origami.
Yes, I forget what it's called as well.
And then there's like a fortune teller inside.
Yes.
So and this board game, which kind of looks like Snakes and Ladders. It really does, or Shoots and Ladders, because there's things. So you just, I guess, you play as individual members of the band, and then there's a bunch of pictures.
That would be fun to play.
That would be fun. That sounds like I think it'd be cute. It's very cute. I don't have the funds for that, but if it gets cheaper, then why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Or maybe we could just make our own sad little new kids game for
Or we could divide in half and pay one.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. And we don't get entered into the draws anyway, so I don't know. But anyways, American New Kids fans, go for it. Sounds super fun. Looks really cute. Be very fun collectible.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, so what else are we going to do here? Close that screen. Okay, so I guess we can do the album. Do we want to do our own album review first, or do we want to read a couple of the articles that are album reviews?
Let's do ours first, and then see how much time we have at the end of the.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. Okay, so before we get through this, I just want to say that there was a couple of different things. So yesterday I was really busy and doing other stuff and was tired. And then I decided, you know what? I'm just going to listen to this in the background while I'm doing something. But I had it at like a low sound. So I wasn't like listening to full blast, and then I was doing shit and whatever. So as I'm listening to it, I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, okay. I didn't think I was not that, and every once in a while I'd hear like Donnie's rap, and I was like, what the hell is he rapping about? So I wasn't actively listening the first time I listened to it. So then I got this genius idea, and I was like, you know what, Cinzia, you have Spotify. Why don't you listen to this while you sleep? So then subconsciously you will know all the albums, and then when you listen in the morning and write your notes, it will be easier for you to understand. And I couldn't figure out how to do the repeat thing, but basically what it is you go into the album of Spotify, you click on a song, and then within the song it has the repeat album thing. So you click it once for the whole album, and you click it twice for just that song to repeat. So I'm like, interesting. So I figured it out. So multiple times during the night I would just randomly wake up and hear like some of the music, but I was like, okay, whatever. But then I woke up this morning and I like said to Sophia, I'm like, is one of the songs called In My Something? Which I cannot remember the name of it right now. It's somewhere in here.
In the night or something?
In the night. And I was like, and she's like, yes. So I was like, okay, because I woke up with that thing stuck in my head. So I was like, this is actually kind of interesting. So then I listened to it this morning, and I was like, I actually like this album. So I know Sophia is not a fan of this album, or might not be a fan of this album.
Yes. Can I give my reasoning? Okay. I listened all the way through. And I found that a lot of the songs were very similar in each one that I played. And I was like, oh my God, didn't I just hear this song? But no, it was definitely a new song.
That is a fair thing for sure. Yes.
And then I listened to it a couple more times because I feel like sometimes you can't just listen only one time through. Got to give it a chance. So I gave it a chance, and I did 3 times through. Yeah, so I'm and I'm just gonna say I really liked a few of the songs more after I listened a few times. But this album maybe not for me, because
I feel like 3 times is a fair chance to listen to something.
Yeah, I really liked The Block, which was their first one when they came back, and 10 I thought was pretty good too. Obviously, The Block is the best one, I think.
That has Dirty Dancer and stuff on that, right?
Yes. So that's what I compared it to. So yeah, obviously The Block is the best one after.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And I will say I have seen like mixed reviews of this album. There's a few blockheads I follow on Instagram and Twitter, and they're pretty like diehard fans. And I saw a couple of them on the Instagram story were like, they were not a fan. One person skipped the whole album, each song. They just skipped each song. They did not like it at all, which I'm a little bit disappointed. It's kind of disappointing because I was like, oh wow, even a diehard fan doesn't like it. So I did not feel as bad when they skipped it. So my apologies to the blockheads. I love Donnie, and yeah, but
everyone
you will
has
see
an opinion.
You will see why. I just felt like some of them were just like the same song. And yeah, they could have done a little bit better.
You know what? Now that you say that, that's true. There was a lot of a similar sound in this because I think, but there wasn't like a standout song like right away. Like holy crap, this is like such a good like over the top amazing song.
So
like in the block,
even the block, Summertime, that first single was Summertime. That was a good song that they came out with, right? And then when you go through that album, I was like, okay, this could be a single. This could be a single. Like there were so many good songs, but this one I was like, I don't know. And then like Kids, I think Kids was the first single, and then Love Like This was the second single.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a second one out. Okay.
Yeah, I think they put out like a video on Instagram or Twitter saying this is what they want. This is the good song.
But like the block had like Full Service, which was a fabulous song.
I understand. Yeah.
Had Dirty Dancing. Single Summertime is a good one. Yeah. So
there's so many good songs on that album, right? And I guess like you can't compare it to that because that was the one that they came back with.
But that was a very strong album for them to come back with. And it's obviously New Kids are still going strong. When did that one come out again? It came back. They came back in 2008. So they've been
16 years.
16 years. So I think that's really awesome. And they're still plugging along and doing good.
My apologies if I don't like it, but I did not skip it like some diehard blockhead fans. So I think I did a pretty good job, and I don't feel as bad because if diehard fans didn't like it, I'm good.
I'm just looking at 10's track listing, and I did like some of the songs, but I feel like this was more of like a slower album. Like Tonight. The remix was good. I like the remix.
The remix, baby. Yeah. And I think
there were some other slower songs on this one. So
and I think it will obviously be better in concert because I feel like even though you don't like the songs on the album, I feel like in concert they do a good job.
And I think honestly, like sometimes when you're just listening to an album for the first time, it's just like you don't really know what you're expecting and things like that. So I'm glad I listened to it again this morning, but definitely last night when I was only half listening, I was like, eh. And then there was one song and I was just like, oh, this actually sounds really good, this song. Like it kind of reminds me of Aaron Carter. And then I realized, like it did every other time I freaking go through Spotify to review an album before I realized I can now repeat the album. I've now figured that out after God knows how long. It was Aaron Carter, Recovery. And I was just like, oh, yeah, that's not New Kids. So
So I think in concert it will be great. So
for sure.
But
faux shizzle. Okay, moving on. So let me pull up our strap in and feel free. Like I do know everyone has their own opinions. I actually liked the album. I thought it was pretty good. But who knows? Sometimes albums are growers, right? You need to listen to a few times.
That's true.
Although I feel like a few times is a pretty
I try to be fair. I try to be as fair as possible. That's why I was like, okay, let me listen 3 times. I think 3 times is a good number to help you grow with the song.
And what I do find interesting is that It's only 44 minutes long. So even though there's 14 tracks, you're like, holy crap, that's a lot of tracks. Not as much as the 18 of Justin Timberlake's album. It's only 44 minutes. So it actually is like there are a lot of quick songs.
JT's one song was like 10 minutes. I'm like, I'm good.
Oh my God, that was painful, man. The things we do. But yes.
I know.
Okay, so the album is called Still Kids by New Kids on the Block, released May 17th, 2024, under BMG label. So it says, Still Kids is the 8th studio album by American boy band New Kids on the Block. It was released on May 17th, 2024 by BMG. This is their first studio single since 2013's 10. The album features collaborations with DJ Jazzy Jeff, which I thought was kind of fun. Yep. And Taylor Dayton, she was a musician. I think she came out in the 80s as well.
I have never heard of this one, but yes, I think so.
Yes, she is. She rose to fame in 1987 after her debut single, Tell It to My Heart. Oh, yeah.
Okay, yes. Then I okay, yes. I was like, I've never heard of this girl. And then, yeah, that sounds familiar, that song.
Yes. She has 6 top 10 singles, including Love Will Lead You Back, With Every Beat of My Heart, Prove Your Love, and I'll Always Love You. So, yes. And then, obviously, DJ Jazzy Jeff is Jeffrey Allen Towns, professionally known as DJ Jazzy Jeff. He's an American DJ, record producer, and actor. He was one half of the hip-hop duo DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, along with rapper turned actor and fellow Philadelphia native Will Smith. So and he also made some appearances on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yes,
as his
Uncle Phil would always
throw him out
of the house, throw him out, literally.
For sure. So there's not a lot on the Wikipedia page yet because it's only been a day, but I will. It has the more important things. So it says, the band announced the album back in March of 2024, which, by the way, I feel like was a shock to us. We didn't have no idea they were. Maybe it was more obvious, but I feel like we haven't. Like, I know every time they do a tour, they release a single for the tour. But this was the first album since 2013, so it's been 11 years since their last album. So we're like, oh, okay, sounds good. Because some of their hit songs are good. Like when they Boys in the Band, really love that song.
Really love it. Yes, one of our favorites.
Oh my God, I can't remember what the last. And then they usually will like pull people that are actually on tour with them into the song. So like Debbie Gibson or Salt and Peppa or
80s Baby. Baby.
That was a good one. Yeah, that was good too. So we're thinking, okay, they're going to release a song because, they're coming out with the Magic Summer Tour. But then we're just like, oh, okay, they're releasing a whole album. Okay, cool.
Right, because we thought it was just the Still Kids single.
Yeah, and we're like, okay, that's the single. Oh, it's good.
And then I think the next day they're like, yes, here's the album. I'm like, oh, wow,
like, okay. Okay. All right, sounds good. So it's always nice to be a surprise album. So there you go. Yes. Okay, so Donnie Wahlberg describes the album as the most mature, fun, and comfortable album they've ever made. Composition. Wahlberg co-wrote on 7 of the album's tracks, and McIntyre wrote on 6. So that's pretty impressive. Wow. The 4th track and lead single, Kids, was written by David Stewart and Luke Batt is a mid-tempo song. Okay. Release and promotion. Still Kids was released on May 17th by BMG Music. On March 8th, they appeared on The Kelly Clarkson Show and performed Kids. Yeah. From June 14th to August 5th, they will promote the album on the Magic Summer Tour. Singles. The album's lead single, Kids, was released on March 5th. The second single, A Love Like This, was released April 26th. Why did I not know that came out? Like, I remember Kids coming out, but
I sent it in the chat. I think you knew it, but maybe you just forgot.
Probably, most likely. So is there a video for that one? Because I didn't know.
I believe so. I think they posted on Twitter.
Shite. Okay, so I didn't watch the video for that one, but I did watch the Kids video, so... Okay, I guess we can just get into the album review. In case you're wondering, the members of New Kids on the Block are Jonathan Knight vocals, Jordan Knight vocals, Joey McIntyre vocals, Donnie Wahlberg vocals, and Danny Wood vocals. So thank you, Wikipedia, for this very important.
If you didn't know.
Yes. So the songs seem to range in length from the shortest one is 2 minutes and 35 seconds up until 3:32 is the longest song. So they're all very short, quick songs. So that's fun.
We appreciate.
Okay, so very first song is called Magic. It was written by Joey McIntyre, Donnie Wahlberg, and Sean Thomas, and it was produced by Sean Thomas. That's the tie-in on that specialty box. It's Magic.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so I wrote, it was an upbeat start to the album. And in the chorus, it says, "I'm under your spell, baby, can't you tell?" And then at one point, Donnie is kind of doing his like talk rap thing, and he says, "It's an illusion, abracadabra." And I was like, "What is happening here?" But
magic.
But it's magic, so it goes with it.
See?
And I said it was not bad.
Okay, so I listened to this one 3 times because I was like, oh, this is interesting. But by the third listen, I was like, oh, I really like this one. So I think it's a fun, upbeat. I enjoyed it. And I was like, okay, hope that this is a good omen for the rest of the album.
Okay, yeah, a good start for the album. Magic.
Yes. Magic, right? Woo!
All right, so the next song is called Summer Love, and it is apparently written by a million people. So Donnie Wahlberg, Nikolaj Toff Anderson, Oliver Bernberg, Esteban Dithmer, Lars Havalor Jensen. I am so sorry, I'm fucking up these names. This is what you get in our album reviews, sorry. Franz Nielsen, Christopher Lambeck, Adam Seba, Kirat Singh, and Casper Vandergaard. So a lot of them seem like Swedish. Okay, so The only person's name I can click on is Lars Jensen, and he is a Danish record producer and songwriter. So, okay, with offices in Copenhagen, Denmark, and Los Angeles, California. So the producer was Donnie Wahlberg, Adam Seba, DK is a Danish producing company, Dithmer, Nielsen, and Jensen. So I said that Summer Love had a slow start, but then the beat picks up. So basically he's missing the girl over wintertime. And I said it reminded me of the Block album Summertime, like the song on that. Mm-hmm. And it says like, I can't wait. I can't take this weight anymore. I said it was a pretty good song, but it kind of gave me the vibes of Summertime, but it was like obviously a different song and a different beat to it. And then I was just kind of lamenting about how movies lie and that I've never experienced one of those summer loves when you go on vacation and stuff. And I'm like, how do people do this when you're hanging out with your family the whole time? Like, I don't know, these like the meet cutes and all that stuff. So I love watching those movies, but I feel like I've never once experienced something like this. And also, if he was missing her all winter, like, I'm just trying to figure out, was this them like imagining they were teenagers again without like internet and stuff that you can't like be in contact or whatever? But he's just talking about that summer love and how he's going to be there and he wants to get it back and all that jazz. So
it could be. And I also used to watch TV shows like that, like Saved by the Bell. They went to the beach.
Oh my God, those were like my favorite episodes.
Yes, I love those episodes too. Yeah, and that's where we got like Stacey Caruso.
Yeah.
He had a summer love.
Yes. So
when he went back to school, he had another girlfriend.
Kelly Kapowski, baby.
Yes. And the other one was Tori, or whatever her name. Yeah, Tori.
Oh, yeah, Tori. Yeah, I forgot about Tori. That was a few years.
So, like, apparently it can happen in TV shows as well in teenage years, you know?
But I'm just curious, like, do other people actually have this? Does this happen? I'm like, I also don't think I ever went anywhere for a full summer.
No,
like my parents worked, so we couldn't just take off and go somewhere. Like,
oh, it's not reasonable. Like, you can't take 2 months off unless I guess you're a teacher.
Yeah, true. That's true. Good point.
I don't know.
Maybe families with teachers have more summer love chances. Who knows?
Maybe. You just never know.
You never know.
It's possible, but I don't know. Maybe it's like a U.S. thing.
Maybe. And I feel like a lot of them live near like coastal towns or Jersey Shore or something. So you could technically be living there and then just like working your part-time job at the boardwalk or something. And then vacationer comes in and, you know, you fall in love with them for the summer. I don't know.
Yeah, you never know, right?
You never know. That's not the case here.
Not at all. But yeah, I thought it was not a bad song. The beginning kind of reminded me of Kids. It sounded similar in the beginning. I don't know if that was true or not, but it made it seem, oh, this is like Kids. And then it was not like that, but it's not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, it's talking about how the long winter has kept them apart and, you know, and they just want to be together in the summertime and escape and ease the pain wave and stuff. So
like in the winter, you're just hibernating. You cannot go to like cabins.
Okay,
or something.
Song number 3. Sorry?
Like, because they're saying they're getting away from winter, right? So like you can't go to like pick up a phone and like, hey, you want to go to like a cabin or something like that.
Exactly. They're too far away, Sophia. You know, you can't, you know, whatever.
Maybe there's no phones back in the day.
Maybe. If this is taking place in the 80s, they're probably maybe pen pals at best, but you're not going to see them in person.
Yeah.
All right. Song number 3 is Long Time Coming. It was written by Joey McIntyre, Sean Thomas, and Ashley Gordon. And it was produced by Ashley Gordon and Sean Thomas. And there's a girl. All right. She is a American singer-songwriter who's best known with her work with RuPaul's Drag Race contestants. Well, that's fun. And for writing Drag the Musical. Cool. All right. Long Time Coming. So it says, so some of the lyrics I saw was, it's been a long time since I said I loved you, since I showed I cared. So basically this song is about a long-term relationship, and basically they got comfortable and he hasn't really been doing like the little things for her anymore that he used to do like in the beginning. So I said it's kind of like a love song for spouses. But then it says something like, damn, you're the best thing in my life. And I said it was catchy and it's been a long time. A long time coming, and I said I like it, I think is what I wrote. Or nice, or it says I rice with a weird, I think it's Anyways, it's like a cute like song for spouses, I guess, and it's just like, you know, it's been a long, like we've been together for such a long time, and then like, you know, like
so
I love you, and
I guess like he stopped.
You're still as beautiful as you've ever been.
I guess he stops doing the little things, and then it's a long time coming that he's back to doing the little things again.
Yeah, I think that's basically what it is, and it's just like, you know, I appreciate you, like, you know, you're a lover and a fighter, and you're a leader and a believer, and you're always there when I need you. But tonight I'm going to say you're the best thing in my life. Like, so it's like it's a nice little like for couples that have been married for like a million years type thing is what I think.
Okay, that's not bad. I thought it was not bad. It's like a nice lyrics, I think. Yeah.
It's the fact they recognize that they haven't acknowledged their spouse, I feel like is good. So now maybe they'll try a little bit harder in the future.
Because usually that could be a reason for divorce, right? Because you're not getting appreciation.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And you're not getting that love back that you giving, right?
Yes. Yes. So show it. That's right.
That's right.
So the next song is number 4. This was their first single. It is Kids. It was written by David Stewart and Luke Batt, and it was produced by Stewart and Batt. I said it's upbeat. It was the first single. It was very dancey. So the chorus was super catchy beat. The pre-chorus, I like in the pre-chorus. Hold on, where's the link? Follow, I will go, you go, I follow, don't make me wait till tomorrow. And they like kind of, I don't know, the follow and tomorrow had sounded pretty good. So then the chorus is like, we're free and we got nowhere to be. I said it's kind of catchy, it's upbeat, makes you want to snap your fingers. Then I did a video review. So do you want me to wait till you do your thing, or do you want me to?
Yeah, let me do my thing and then.
Yeah. Okay.
I really like this song. I thought it was catchy, fun, upbeat. It's nice to know, like, even though you got older, you're still a kid at heart. I feel like maybe you as well, you feel this way. You're still young at heart. You still feel like a kid.
As
You
always,
enjoy
young at heart.
things, right? Even though you're older, you appreciate it more.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Yes, I agree. And the video is really cute. So I was like, oh, I should watch this. So whatever. So basically, it starts off. Joey McIntyre is sleeping in bed. We're fully clothed, by the way. Sorry, Mama Lou.
Well, it's
so
kids, right? We're talking about kids.
Exactly. So then his eyes like pop up and he just like starts singing and like getting out of bed. And then meanwhile, Donnie is dancing in the bathroom, like he's getting ready, but he has his shirt open. And I think it's really funny. At one point, he does the move that he does on stage where he like, when the shirt's open and he like flicks out his chest and like whatever.
Yes.
He does that in the mirror. And I thought that was really hilarious. I'm like, oh, that's cute. Meanwhile, Jordan is in his kitchen making coffee and singing. Danny is getting up and stretching in the hallway of his house. And John is leaf blowing in the yard. So he has his little leaf blower. He's cleaning. I'm like, oh, because John's the outdoorsy guy. So there you go. So and then they all just kind of like are now singing in a garage. But like, I just gotta say, they looked very joyful in this. And I feel like a lot of the times John has a little bit
still
of an
kids. Yes.
It's still kids. Donnie's wearing like a bowler hat and like a leather vest and stuff. But there was like more modern-y clothes. But they were like, it just looked like they were just having such a good time. And it just seemed like they were all very happy and smiley and like singing along. It was very cute. So
You
then
have to get in a mindset.
Yes, exactly. So then it's just basically just showing them like singing and doing their like everyday chores. So like Danny is in like his home office and he's spinning his office chair around because, you know, that's fun. John apparently does a cartwheel. I don't know if it was actually him or not, but it was like the back of his head. So it's probably might not have been him, but who knows? And then just like playing with the leaves and stuff as he's like blowing them. They're all kind of dancing in their room doing chores. It was very cute. And then it like suddenly like snaps or whatever, and then they're all like dancing in the street in like a flash mob, and they have this like kids dance. They're doing this choreographed dance, and it was a really cute video. So that dance was released earlier, and they had tried to like, I think they put on like TikTok or on Instagram and stuff and said, hey, you guys should record yourselves doing this dance. And then we were going to do it, and then we realized we're just very uncoordinated and lazy, so we did not. I didn't. I don't know if you did, Sophia.
I did not do it, but I did watch a few of the videos that people
and
did.
And they're cute. Yeah. Like some people did a really good job. So it's always fun when there's like a dance associated with a song. So then you're like, oh, like, you know, and like New Kids were really good for that. Like Right Stuff, they have a dance, like the step by step, get on the floor and do the New Kids dance. Like they have like their own little snippets of dances, and I think that's really cute that they continue that going with this.
Yes, so. It's nice to incorporate that kind of thing and include the fans, because the fans can do.
Oh, for sure, and it's fun, and you kind of go a little bit viral when they're doing their thing, and yes. So, anyways, all in all, good song. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so next up is song number 5, and it's called A Love Like This. It was written by Donnie Wahlberg, Esben Dithmer, and Lars Jensen. It was produced by Donnie Wahlberg, DK, Dithmer, and Jensen. So A Love Like This. So I said it is slower but still good, and then it became kind of like it still had a good beat. I said it was a love song. So all of my life, I've wanted for a love like this till the end, that you're the one I want to spend it with. And then there's like a little bit of a Donnie talk rap, and it says every time we kiss, it's
love like this.
Something D1 Alive. The fuck do I like? My God, my writing is atrocious. You know what?
Are you sleeping?
I write really quickly. I was like scribbling it. Hold on, I'll find the actual lyric.
That's funny.
Wrong thing. Oh my God. I'm just like, I need better handwriting, guys, or to type it. Oh, it's a dream come alive. Every time we kiss, it's a dream come alive. Every time we touch, it feels so right. So this is kind of like, so Donnie kind of is a little bit rap like that. I said I liked it. I normally don't like slow songs, but I thought this song was pretty good. So that's what I
Excellent. I really like this one. I love Donnie Wahlberg, so I was like, oh my god, this is a great one. So yes, I'm glad that I like another song.
Good job. So if you got to like a few, and right? All right. So next up is Dance with You, and that was written by Donnie Wahlberg. Esben Dithmer and Lars Jensen. I'm assuming they also, they all produced that as well. So I said it was a dance song. I was describing dancing at a club. I don't want to dance with nobody if I can't dance with you. So it's just like one of those, like, the beats and the music and all that stuff. And then it gets to the bridge and then it's like sexy time. So you're going from the club to making love in the sheets. I said it's not bad. It's a good beat.
The song kind of reminded me like an 80s beat song in the middle, in the beginning of it.
Something, yeah.
I don't know like which one it was, but I feel like it's an 80s song. It sounds familiar to me.
I feel like it's similar, like lyric wise. Like, I don't know nobody if I can't dance with you. So it's like, I want to dance with somebody, or something. Nothing like that.
Obviously
not. I feel like the lyrics were very like similar.
Yes.
To those things, yeah.
So not bad. It's okay.
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. So next up is song number 7. It is called Come Back, and it is written by Joey McIntyre and Sean Thomas and produced by Sean Thomas. Okay. I'm going to be proactive and open the lyrics here in case I can't read my writing. Okay, so first I thought this was the John song because there's a song where John sings, but then I realized it's not. But I don't know who actually sings it. It seemed like a lot quieter and slower. And it says, I talk to God and I pray that he'll bring you back to me.
You think it was Jordan?
I don't know. I said it yeah, it might have been. I don't know. It said it was not bad. It was like a little bit of a slower song, but basically it's one of those songs where they're like sad that they've broken up and they want God to bring you back to them. Like, yeah, so that you're never going to let them go again if they come back. And basically, yeah. So they basically want their beloved. Oh, because at the beginning it says like, where are you at? Here I am, babe, like a cowboy on a steed. Where are you at? I come, babe. I still got what you need. So basically, I don't know. It's not really country, but it was just like a very slow kind of song.
Yeah.
Come back to you. Yes.
Yeah. It was okay. I don't know. I liked Kids. This song is not that great.
Isn't there another boy band that has a song that says "Come Back to Me"? Come back to me, baby. Who sings that?
Jonas Brothers? Is it Jonas Brothers?
Maybe.
Yes. Yeah, Jonas Brothers. Come back to me, baby.
Jesus Christ, there's a lot of songs that have Come Back to Me.
Yeah, I think it's Jonas Brothers.
You're right, it is. It's called Come Back. Come back to me, baby. I'll come back to you. I do like that one better.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So it was okay. It was not bad. It was a little slow. It was not bad. All right. Number 8 is In the Night, which is the song that went through my dreams apparently and perpetrated into my head.
Yes.
I woke up with it in my head. So it is written by Donnie Wahlberg, Lars Jensen, and Kevin Copefield, and Elijah Wahlberg, which is interesting. So this is his son.
Yes.
And it was produced by Donnie Wahlberg, DK, Pink Laces, and Jensen. And I think I actually saw later on in this thing, Elijah Wahlberg actually played the drums on this track. So
very nice.
So that's kind of
good for him. Keeping it up in the family.
Keeping it in the fam jam. So, so I said, I'm not sure if it's someone who has left him and became famous, or if he has a crush on a celebrity when I was like listening to the lyrics of this. But basically he wants her to come at night and take him to the danger zone. Nobody will ever know. And I like the way they would kept singing in the night. It was like a fun way of singing it. But if you ask me to repeat it right now, I cannot. But I thought, oh my God, this is kind of fun. But yeah, it was just like basically this person lives in their dreams. So yeah, I couldn't tell if it was like the type like they used to date this person, now they became a celebrity or whatever, or if it was kind of like Girl on TV, like fell in love with the girl on TV type thing. But it's like, oh, come at night and let's have sex and go into a danger zone. Danger zone. But yeah, I don't know. He wants to be set on fire in the middle of the night. And nobody will know what we do in the dark in the night. Like, okay, well, that's, I don't know.
It escalated quickly.
What did you think of that one?
I thought it was not bad as well. I was like, there's other songs, the two songs that I liked. I was like, okay, those ones are, for now, the best ones that I've heard, which is Magic and Kids. Those are the two songs that I really liked. And yeah.
And this was not there. Yes, gotcha.
That was not there. That is correct.
All right. So number 9 is it's fine, dude. Get over here. Like this one I thought was okay. I feel like I was stuck in my head, but it wasn't like yeah. All right. Song number 9 is Runaway. It was written by Donnie Wahlberg, Lars Jensen, and Jordan Patrick Ruddy. It was produced by Donnie Wahlberg, DK, Ruddy, and Jensen. What the heck did I write? Oh, okay. It says, we made it this far. Why stop now? Which I thought was hilarious because I feel like Sophia's going to like this line because like this is over the halfway point of the album. So I was like, oh, well, we've made it this far. Why stop now? So I was like,
you're right. I was like, I like this.
So I was just like, oh, Sophia's going to appreciate this line. So that's what
you're right. I did appreciate it.
So basically it's about this girl kind of like living on a prayer. She's she's a small town waitress at a cafe. They want to leave the small town and explore the big world. They want to he wants them to go on a one-way trip to God knows where. I was like, why is there so much God in this album? I don't know, but I'm like, okay. We don't need to bring no baggage, just a pocket full of hopes and dreams. I do suggest a carry-on of some clothes, maybe leave some underwear so you don't have to like keep buying these things, especially if it's expensive. But anyway, so it's like let's run away and leave this old place behind. The future is yours and mine. So I said it was I thought it was catchy, but it was just kind of like basically like, hey, let's leave this small town and see where the world takes us type of a song. So
yeah,
that was okay.
Yeah, not a bad song. I appreciate that lyric. It was like, yes, I have made it this far.
It's just like I was dying. When that line came up, I was like, this Sophia's gonna fucking die at this point.
Yes, I was like, yes. I appreciate you, and you better appreciate me because I have listened through this album
3 times. Yes.
Times to make sure to give you a fair chance, a fair shot. So not a bad song.
Gorgeous. Okay, so up next is song number 10. Bop. Not to be confused with NSYNC's Dirty Pop. Pop. Anyways, this one is written by Joey McIntyre.
It sounded like you said bop.
Sorry, Pop. P-O-P.
Yes. It sounded like
Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. Yes, I feel like they have a lot of like similar songs with things.
Yes.
So this was written by Joey McIntyre and Sean Thomas. It was produced by Sean Thomas. So I wrote, okay, this is the song that I'm thinking of. I said it kind of had a slowish start. Then it picks up and it says, you're still my popsicle, still my favorite girl. You know how to rock my world. So these are all references to so like right away I knew my favorite girl because they have my favorite girl.
Yeah.
Whoa. So then I was just like, I wonder if Popsicle is also a song from the olden days. And it is. They have a song called Popsicle. which
Of
I don't
course
recall
we
ever
do,
listening
yeah.
to. And then You Still Know How to Rock My World. I was thinking of like Rock the Boat and all that stuff. So I'm like, oh, they're putting like little Easter eggs in for the fans.
Yes.
And it says You're Still My Teenage Dream. So it's like, yeah, so it's like references to songs. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cute that they're kind of keeping it up there.
Yeah, I thought it was nice.
Yeah. Oh, that was good.
Little like Easter eggs for fans. I think that's pretty cute. So yeah, I like this one.
Because there was that one back in the day, which I think was from their second album. Oh God, I can't remember which song it was. Remember when we said, girl, please don't go, and that I'll be loving you forever.
Yes, and then it's like la 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 tonight, right?
Tonight, that was it. Yes.
Yes.
So I kind of like how they kind of do little throwbacks to their own.
Yes,
songs.
I enjoyed it. Yes, and I think that was like one of their best songs in concert. It would be like slow, and then they'd be like la 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 tonight. Yeah.
That was like, I missed that concert.
Yeah,
that was the NKOTB, right? That was a good.
Yeah, that was
all
a
right.
good one.
Up next song is Get Down, not to be confused with Backstreet Boys. Get down, get down.
I was like, oh, it's a Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, cover. Yeah. So this is featuring DJ Jazzy Jeff. It was written by Donnie Wahlberg, Lars Jensen, Bernard Edwards, and Nile Rodgers. It was produced by Donnie Wahlberg, DK, and Lars Jensen. In my notes, I wrote not to BSB. I go, it is a similar vibe to it, though. But then at one point, I'm going to pull up the lyrics for this one. But at one point, it kind of sounds like a little bit of country line dancing, because they're like, take 2 steps to the left and then 2 steps to the right and stuff. And then Donnie raps a bunch of dances. So I'm going to just pull up the words here because, yeah.
Maybe so it's like for a wedding song, and like you do like the different dances at a wedding reception.
Yeah, it's like 2 steps to the left, 2 steps to the right, put your hands up to the sky, wave them from side to side. And then I was like, like you mean like wave them around like you just don't care? But I'm like, okay. And then you take 2 steps back. So this is, and then go insane like the House of Pain, which is like obviously music. I'll see your body jump. Let's get down. Anyway, so when he gets to his little chorus, let me get to this part. Where is it? Am I crazy? Did I just skip over it? Oh, yes, this is the part. The verse 2, excuse me. Now, come on, everybody. It's time to dance. Guys, grab your girls. Girls, grab your man. You can do the Smurf. You can do the WAP. You can do the Cabbage Patch. I'm like, I don't even know. I know half of these songs. Maybe it's more 80s thing. Do the RoboCop. You can teach me how to Dougie or to Humpty Hump. You can take it old school with the Freak or the Bump. You could do the Running Man or do the Bismarck. Do it in the club or do it in the park. Aunt Viv. See Jeff. Yep.
Fresh Prince.
SpongeBob. Is SpongeBob a dance? I don't know. The Jerk is a dance. In Atlanta, they bounce. In New Orleans, they twerk. Lean with it. Rock with it. Whatever. Now it's time to get everybody and dance together. Let's go. So it's definitely, yeah, it kind of gives the vibe of like a wedding. It's like, hey, everyone, come on the dance floor and let's do all these dances.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
Yeah, if people like aren't wanting to go on the dance floor, this is the song they pop on. They're like, okay, here are the directions that you need to get the party going.
Oh my God, there was that Miley Cyrus one, zigzag, like the.
Oh yes,
what was that song called? It was in the Hannah Montana movie.
Oh yes, I do recall. I do remember what you're talking about, but I don't recall the name.
Josie Doe and blah blah blah. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, it was a fun one too.
Anyway,
yeah,
so this kind of gave me the vibes of that. It's just like, do these dance moves and, whatever, right? And then DJ Jazzy Jeff was at the beginning and the end of that song. So, yes. Do you have any other thoughts on?
They try to make it fun. Like, I've thought of like a wedding. I'm like, okay, this would be good at a wedding reception. If people don't want to dance, here you go, put this on and like, okay, let's do some fun dances. So I guess like they tried their best, So not bad. Trying to get you interactive.
Yes, I agree. All right. Nearing the end of the songs, we are at number 12, Old School Love, featuring Taylor Dane. It was written by Jordan Knight, Donnie Wahlberg, Lars Jensen, Daniel Klein and Charlie Taft. Produced by Donnie Wahlberg, Obi, DK, and Jensen. So basically, oh god. Okay, so it starts off like they're like a late night radio DJ host. It's like WNKOTB FM brings you all the love. Yeah. So it's like Donnie, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Donnie was funny in this.
It was very, very funny. I was like, oh god, it's like one of those like, oh, who was that lady who always used to do the love songs of the night? Oh my god. Why can I not remember what that name is? Delilah? Was it
Delilah? Yeah.
Or the John Tesh are like love songs of the night type things. Anyway, so that's what it kind of sounds like. Basically the song is like old school, that they like old school in-person dating and not like using apps like Tinder and stuff like that. What the fuck I'm sorry guys. It looks like it says Donnie raps about days of the weed, but I'm pretty sure that's not what it says. Days of the past, I guess.
Oh my god, that's so great.
I just really need better handwriting. But basically, at one, I don't know. Oh my god, week. It's week.
I thought it was
raps about the days of the week. So he's like, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, baby. You know the rest. Take your time. SOS. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. God. What you wouldn't do, love, computer love, Saturday love, Anita sweet love, like groovy kind of love, like, which is another song. Groovy kind of love. Real love. This ain't no ordinary love. I never knew love like old school love. So basically, and then at one point, it says like, we don't want emojis, girl. I want some emotion. I'd rather have you there, not texting me all day. Like you want to be. So basically saying you're rather like the connections from back in the day in person. Taylor Dane sings, I believe, with Joey, I want to say. I can't remember the hell, but it sounds like really good. They sound good together. It sounds good to have like a female voice.
It's a good match of the voices.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. So all in all, not a bad song. Pretty good. So
yeah, I thought it was pretty good too. I was like, okay, I'm glad I like another song. That's good, at least.
Yes, for sure. All right. Next up, we're almost there. This is the second last song. This one is called Better Days. It was written by Joey McIntyre and Sean Thomas, and it was produced by Sean Thomas and Joey McIntyre. This is the John song.
Okay.
This is the song where John sings lead on.
But when I heard Better Days, I was like, these are the days from O-Town. I was like, okay, that's not the song.
I feel like there's another song called Better Days. But yes, no, definitely. Like, it's funny, though, that these songs are all making us think of different boy bands and other musicians and stuff. So I think that's kind of fun. Anyway, so it starts off with, like, this is my home. This is my heart. I give it to you. So basically, like, a lot of it is like they were struggling, but they worked hard together to get to where they, like, you know, if you don't have enough money or you have a lot of like house like repairs and things like that. So you're kind of like working together. But these are the better days. The tough times, they won't last too long. These are the better days. There was also like a la da 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 part, which I always like when there's like sing-alongs like that. Let's get the fire going. Let's open up the something and get the party on. So I said I loved it. I wish I could read my handwriting, but yes. So basic. Oh, let's open up the barn. That does not look like barn. It looks like sown, but yes, barn. So it's like the fire going. Let's open up the barn. Let's get this party on. Like, so it's like about like, you know, we work together. We work together as a team. We did so well, whatever. A lot of people are calling on having this song to be for his Farmhouse Fixer theme song for the show. Cause yeah, so it's a very nice song. Yeah, I liked it. Yeah. I'll start beside it.
I thought it was a nice one. Yeah, I liked it.
Excellent. And all right, very last song on this album is called Stay. Is written by Joey McIntyre and Sean Thomas and produced by Sean Thomas. And What am I doing? This is actually the long. Oh no, it's not the longest song. A Love Like This is the longest song on the album. It was 3:52. This one's second longest. So basically, I wrote it's a breakup song, or it starts like it's going to be a breakup song. It's like I'm never changing, and you're never change. I'm never changing you. You're never changing me. I'm just coming to say goodbye. But then it says, "You make me want to stay. How many years have I been leaving? One look in your eyes, I keep coming back." So it's basically saying like they want to break up, but there's something about like maybe they're not the same type of person, or there's different things, but there's something about them that just makes them want to stay. Then there's this like piano break. So is the song already over? But it's like this piano break for a while, which is actually, interestingly enough, Griffin McIntyre. Oh, never mind. He doesn't play the piano. He plays the guitar. Griffin McIntyre, which is Joey's son, plays the guitar on this track. But basically, there's like a piano break, and then it just kind of like builds up to upbeat music, and pretty much says like, "You make me want to stay." So it's like a nice song about like, obviously, if you're in a bad relationship and you're like terrible at each other, abusive or whatever, then obviously please leave. But this seems more like the people, they're like, oh, like sometimes we don't get along or whatever, like when you're in a long-term relationship, but I'm always going to stay for you type thing is what I understood from that. But
Yeah, I thought it was not a bad song. Obviously, like you said, if you're in an abusive relationship, do not stay. I know sometimes it's hard to leave if it's abusive, but I'm going to say that it's
just like a couple that's
a nice song, and it's a way for them to say like, I want you to stay to continue the relationship.
Yeah, for sure. So so there you go. That is the 14 tracks on the album. Do you have a top 3? Do I have a top 3?
I have a top 2.
Okay.
So I'm for sure going to say Magic and Kids are my top 2 for sure. I really liked it, those 2 songs, and I feel like Magic, the song Magic was stuck in my head, like that. It's magic. It just was stuck in my head.
Yeah, it's fun. And Kids is fun to see them as magicians. So that would be
I thought it was fun. Yeah. And then Kids was a fun song I liked. And I think Pop wasn't bad. So I think Pop is not a bad one.
I put Stars beside Kids. Really, really like that one. Better Days. And then let's see. I put a check mark. So like a half line with A Love Like This. And also Runaway. So I don't know. You know what? I'll pick Runaway as my...
I don't know. There was kind of like slim pickings in this album. So, but at least I like 2 of the songs a lot.
There you go.
I gave it a fair chance. I played it 3 times through. I saw that blog, like I said in the beginning of this episode, I saw Blockheads on Instagram story said they skipped a whole bunch of the songs and was like, this is a skippable album. So I don't feel as bad.
That's sad because obviously it takes a lot of work, but I definitely did like this better than like the Hanson album that we hated.
Oh my God.
That was, yeah.
I
thought it was good. It's not my favorite from boy bands or themselves, but I thought the album was not bad. And I'm wondering if maybe because I slept through the night with it subconsciously seeping into my brain, if maybe that's what helped. We still have a little bit of time. So let's just do a quick, Rolling Stone did a review on them.
Okay.
So it says, New Kids on the Block are still kids as they drop their first album in 11 years. The 14-track album featuring DJ Jazzy Jeff and Taylor Dane arrives ahead of a massive summer tour. New Kids on the Block are back with their first album in over a decade, Still Kids, out today, May 17th. The 14-track album was announced in March, along with the singles Kids, an 80s-style pop gem about making the most out of every moment. New Kids dropped one more single ahead of the album release, A Love Like This, which arrived in April. Still Kids features a couple of guests with DJ Jazzy Jeff joining the Boston boy band on Get Down, and Taylor Dane sings on Old School Love. The album, more than any other, is bringing the new kids and fans full circle, Donnie Wahlberg said in a statement when the album was announced. It is about hope and possibility and being ourselves. It's the most mature album we've ever made, yet it's the most fun and most comfortable album we've ever made. Okay, I seem like they seem to be having fun in this album.
As long as they enjoy it, that's all that matters.
Yes. It says Wahlberg served as the album's creative director and co-wrote half of the 14 songs with Lars Halvar Jensen and his production company DK Music. Wahlberg's bandmate Joey McIntyre was credited as a writer on 6 songs with songwriter-producer Sean Thomas. And it says a lot about any band to make a record that has energy and passion and lightness and fun and depth, McIntyre said. After almost 40 years together, it's crazy. Oh my God, almost 40 years together.
They took a break though, so I don't know.
Yeah, but still. Still Kids marks the first New Kids on the Block album since 2013's 10.
But yes, the 40 years.
They did do an EP in 2017 called Thankful. New Kids, which boast Wahlberg, McIntyre, Jonathan Knight, Jordan Knight, and Danny Wood, will soon launch their extensive summer tour, which features Paul Abdul. I'm pretty sure it's Paula Abdul. Wow, Rolling Stone. Wow. And DJ Jazzy Jeff. The track kicks off June 14th in Ohio.
I guess they didn't have an editor. They don't have an editor.
About the album. This one, oh, what happened here? Oh, shoot, I stopped. Okay, there's one. This one is an actual review. Apparently, I've not actually read it. I'm just do a quick. Let's see what this guy thinks. This is from Retro Pop Magazine. And the review is by Connor Gatto. Okay, so there's the album cover. There's a weird Home Depot ad. I don't know. I can't close it. That's fine. Okay, so that's them. They're all just like kids. Donnie's a little bubble, all that jazz. So Connor gave the it says, New Kids on the Block return in fine form with Still Kids, their first studio album in over a decade. A collection that leans into the group's collective history while bringing their sound up to date. The follow-up to 2013's 10 ranks among the strongest of their career. Okay. Interesting.
Wow.
Donnie Wahlberg, who is billed as creative director for the album, says, it's the most mature album we've ever made, yet the most fun and comfortable, which is what they said. About bringing the fans full circle. It's apparent on the lead single Kids, which leads into an 80s soundscape, harking back to the group's formative years with the lyric that celebrates their 40-year history while sounding effortlessly current. Striking across the LP is the 5 pieces' ability to reference their past while presenting a solid body of work that holds their own against today's biggest boy bands. Opener Magic roots the record in pure pop territory and serves as a reintroduction to the fans, while Long Time Coming references the time between albums with a cool pop R&B direction with tight harmonies that showcase their impressive vocals. Across 14 songs, the boys offer a smorgasbord of styles, from the sweet ballad A Love Like This, released to mark 35 years of New Kids on the Block Day. Oh, that's cute. Okay. To the electro pop excellence of Dance With You and country pop Get Down with DJ Jazzy Jeff. Oh, I was right. It is country pop. All right. One of his 2 guests on the LP with 80s legends Taylor Dane trading off sensational vocals on the throwback anthem Old School Love. Towards the end of the album, Better Days reflects the group today. 5 sons, husbands, and fathers who balance their careers as one of the biggest pop groups of all time with their respective family lives. What radiates through the album is New Kids on the Block's sheer joy in getting back in the studio and making new music 4 decades after their formation, which reinforces the band's status as one of the very best of their generation. There you go. That's a good one. Well, I think so. So yeah, so obviously listen to it, make your own decisions. I liked it. I didn't think it was bad, but I didn't think it was the greatest. So everyone's allowed for different opinions. So I did see there's kind of some
I feel like
you're right.
Mixed reactions
a
lot. So I don't feel that.
But I feel like as everything, once you listen to see it in concert or something, it makes a difference. Like when you hear a song performed,
Absolutely.
Nick Carter's Sweat was such a did not like that song, but him performing it in concert, we're just like, holy shit, this is a great song. So
Love Somebody on In a World Like This wasn't really that great on the album, but in concert it was fun. They were having a good time, so we enjoyed it.
Yes, exactly. Good
So I
times.
think this album will be a good concert album. I think everything will sound good, will be better performed, and that's what I think, like the other songs.
I think so too. Also, if anyone is New Kids fan and they haven't called the hotline or whatever, they actually have, they send me text messages now, so I've added that. So the phone number for that is 1-806-639-5437. So you can kind of call and there's updates. They sent me a message the other day that Donnie put a new voicemail on there, but then you can also join to be part of the team NKOTB. So it's kind of like a street team and they give you missions and things like that. So that's kind of fun. If you're interested, if you're a blockhead, it's something fun that you can join. It's obviously free. I don't know if you actually like win anything or something, but it's just kind of like a fun way to promote your band. So
why not, right?
Why not? Fun little missions and fun things and stuff. So yeah.
So go see them in concert and enjoy the album that way. If you don't like it, it's all good. And if you do like it, more power to you. This is why everyone has an opinion. Everyone's different. If we were all the same, it would be not a good world indeed,
it would
right?
be boring. So yes, if you have any favorite songs, post them in the comments. Or if you were not a fan of this album and liked other album of the boys, let us know what your other favorite songs are from them. So yeah. All right. So Still Kids.
So altogether, I feel that The Block is their best album.
Yes. Yeah, it's a good album.
Of the comeback ones.
Yes. Of the comeback ones, yes.
Yeah.
I would agree with that for sure. All right. So if you're still interested, check them out on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, anywhere you listen to music. Or you can go old school and go to nkotb.store and buy their albums and vinyls and all that jazz there. So, or in your local record store if you still have one. Okay. So thanks for taking a break with us, guys.
Until next time.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.